All right, if you're learning Portuguese, you've probably bumped into this one massive headache, the present tense. It's like, wait, are there two of them? And which one am I supposed to use? It can be super confusing. But what if I told you it's actually way, way simpler than you think? Let's dive in and get this sorted out. So, have you ever just frozen trying to decide between estou a fazer and just faço? Yeah, you are so not alone. Honestly, it feels like one of the biggest roadblocks for Portuguese learners, but the good news is the logic behind it is actually pretty straightforward once you see it. And here's why it's simple. It all comes down to just two situations. That's it, just two. Once you get the difference between these two scenarios, you've pretty much cracked the code for the present tense. So, ready? Let's jump into the first one. Okay, situation number one. This is all about actions that are happening right now, like at this very second. Things that are literally in progress while you're talking about them. And for this, Portuguese has a special dedicated structure. And that structure is estar a plus the verb, in its original to do something form. The easiest way to think about it? It's basically the Portuguese version of adding ing in English. It screams, this is happening right now. Okay, let's see this in the wild. If someone asks, o que é que Ana está a fazer? They're asking, what is Ana doing this very second? The answer, Ana está a jogar ténis, nails the action down to the specific moment. You can just picture her, right? On the court, mid-swing. That's what this tense does. Here we go again. Same idea. See that word agora? That means now, and it's our big clue. Why can't I go out? Because right now, I'm working. Estou a trabalhar. The action is happening as I'm saying the words. It's immediate. And hey, this isn't just for people. It's for what's happening around you. You glance outside, you see raindrops hitting the pavement. Boom. Está a chover. It's raining now. It's really that simple. Okay, so that's the now tense. What about the other one? Let's check out how it's completely different. All right, on to situation number two. This one covers, well, pretty much everything else. We're talking habits, routines, things you do on the regular, and even just general facts about the world. For all of that stuff, we use the presente simplest, or the simple present tense. And the key difference is this has nothing to do with what's happening now. It's all about what happens in general. So remember Ana on the tennis court? Well, what if she plays todos os sábados, every Saturday? Now it's a habit, right? So the verb totally changes. We don't say está a jogar anymore. We just say joga. It's not about what she's doing now. It's about her routine. It's the exact same logic with work. If someone asks what you do for a living, you're talking about your regular schedule. You're not describing the email you're typing right this second. So you use this simple present, trabalho. It's a general fact about your life. And look, here comes the rain again. But this time, we're not peeking out the window. We're just stating a fact. No inverno chove muito. In winter, it rains a lot. See the difference? Chove here is a general truth, not something we're watching happen right now. Okay, you're ready for the big aha moment. This is where it's all gonna click. Let's put these two tenses right next to each other and see the magic happen. Look at this. This is the whole ball game right here. Estou a trabalhar is what you say when your friend calls and asks, hey, what are you up to? But trabalho todos os dias is what you say when you're telling someone about your job. One is in the moment, the other is a fact of life. And we see the exact same thing with our weather example. Está a chover is an immediate report. It's happening now. But chove muito no inverno is a general forecast, a seasonal fact. It's the difference between grabbing your umbrella on your way out the door versus just knowing that you're going to need it a lot this season. And this works just as well for negative statements. If you say, no estou a ouvir, it means, hey, I can't hear you right now. Maybe the music's too loud. But if you say, normalmente não ouço rádio, you're describing a habit. You're not a radio person. Simple as that. Okay, deep breath. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, you know there have to be exceptions, right? It's a language after all. But don't worry, this is a small group of verbs, and honestly, there's a good reason they break the rule. So there are certain verbs, usually ones that describe a state of being or a feeling or one of your senses, that almost always stay in the simple present. For these guys, you pretty much never use the estar a construction, even if you mean right now. I'm talking about verbs like querer, to want, gostar, to like, precisar, to need, or saber, to know. Think about it. These describe internal feelings or states. They're not physical actions you can really see someone doing. And that's the key to why they stick with the simple present. And here's a perfect example of that. You might be offered a coffee, and you're talking about right now, agora. But you'd still say não quero, not não estou a querer. Why? Because wanting is a state of mind, not a continuous action. The other way would just sound really weird to a native speaker. So we've gone through a lot. What's the one thing you absolutely positively need to walk away with? Let's boil it all down into one super simple final takeaway. Okay, here's the cheat sheet. If an action is happening right this second, you're going to use estar a plus the verb. Estou a estudar. I'm studying now. But if it's a habit, a routine, or just a general fact, you stick with the simple present. Estudo português means I study Portuguese in general. That's it. That's the core rule. So let me ask you a question. What are you doing right now? Are you watching this right now? Or do you watch things like this regularly? Think about it. The answer to that question uses the exact logic we just went over. And now you actually know how to say it in Portuguese. Pretty cool, right?